There is nothing more frustrating than being stuck in that 200 view jail on TikTok. And I think that one of the hardest parts about being a TikTok creator is that you're making these really valuable videos for your audience, but when the views still aren't growing, it makes you feel like the TikTok algorithm is actually holding you back. So in this video, I'm gonna share 5 ways that you can level up your videos. That way you can start getting more views. Because most of the time, it's just a few small tweaks here or there that are gonna allow you to start getting the views that your videos deserve. Let's start with level 1. There are things that you can do to make the algorithm work for you. And this might come as a surprise, but the TikTok algorithm is actually trying to help you get more views. It's trying to find the perfect people that are gonna love your videos, watch them the whole way through, and that's what's gonna lead to the big views and potentially going viral. That's all that matters on TikTok. People have to watch your videos to the end and engage with them. But if the algorithm is showing your videos to the wrong people, they're not gonna be interested in them. And that's the main reason that creators get stuck in 200 view jail. Because while you're focusing on hashtags and posting times and all these little hacks to get views, you're still doing the number one thing that kills views on TikTok. You're confusing the algorithm. In order for the algorithm to work for you, it has to figure out what your videos are about. That way it can pair your videos with the people that are interested in that thing. But most creators talk about whatever it is they want. They're making videos on a bunch of different topics, and so the algorithm never figures out what it's about and who they're supposed to show those videos to. Like if you're an online fitness coach, just as an example, okay? So you make one video and it's about weight loss tips. And then the next video, you're talking about motherhood. And then for the next one, you're talking about mindset. And now the algorithm is just guessing. It's gonna show your motherhood video to people that watch mindset videos, and they're not gonna watch because they're not interested in that kind of thing. And now you have this video that got 200 views and it did absolutely nothing to grow your business. So you need to pick one topic to get more views, at least when you're starting out. Because when you are posting consistently about one topic, the algorithm can much more easily figure out who they're supposed to be showing your videos to. And so every time you post a video, it's being shown to people that are interested, and that's when your views really start to explode. Then what you want to do is build your personal brand through that one specific type of content. Because people follow creators they like and they buy from people they trust, so they need to get to know you. But the key is you need to personalize your niche content, not be creating content in a bunch of different niches. It's the difference between posting like a 5 tips to lose weight video and then another video about like how you're getting your picky eating kids to actually eat other foods. Those videos are 2 different niches. But if you compare that to a video that's like 5 things that I did to lose weight after having a baby, now you've incorporated motherhood in your stories, that personal brand aspect, to the videos of your niche for your weight loss coaching business. And then as you grow, it opens up the ability for you to start talking about some of those other topics that you might be passionate about, because you're building a strong personal brand. People are following you for you. They're interested in your story and what you have to say instead of just being interested in the topic that you speak about. But you can't get to that point if you can't reach anyone and you can't build a following in the first place. So you need to start by helping the algorithm figure out what your content is about and who it is that you help. That way it knows who to show your videos to. And then once you're doing that consistently, it's time to level up and move to level 2, which is all about content research. Unless you are a big time creator, posting whatever you want is a bit of a gamble, and you are way more likely to post dozens of 200 view videos than you are to go viral, because you don't know what works on the platform yet. And you probably don't know your audience as well as those big creators do either. So if you want to get to that level and you want to start going viral consistently, then the best thing that you can do is actually study the platform and start making videos based on ideas and formats that are already proven to work. When you stop guessing when you're making videos and you start making your own version of these proven ideas, you're way more likely to get these big views. And you're also going to develop this skill. You're going to start noticing some patterns and trends and understanding why some videos work and some videos don't. And that's how you start to become a better creator and be able to develop better ideas on your own. Now, there are a few things that I like to do in order to make content research easier, so I want to run through those with you real quick. First one is that I think you should follow a handful of creators that you like in your niche. That way you can get inspiration for content. And the easiest way to do this is just go into TikTok and search like the relevant terms for your niche and start looking at the creators that are popping up. And any of them that like you like the type of content they're doing and you see that they're successful, like you want people that are getting good views, go ahead and start following those creators. And then a couple of times a week, you can go onto their account, you can see what they're posting, see what's working, what's not working to get inspiration. The next thing that I like to do is I actually use my For You page as a research tool. So I have 2 accounts on my phone. I have the one that's for my business and I have another one that's for the fun, mindless scrolling. And so on my account that I'm actually posting content on, I make sure that my FYP is nothing but niche content. And so the way that you do that is after you've followed these people, start watching their content, engaging with it, like it, whatever. And then then as you're on your FYP, anything that's not relevant and isn't going to be inspiration for your content, I just like click on it and say, nope, I'm not interested. And if you do that enough, if you spend 5 to 10 minutes doing that, close your app, open it back up, it's going to adjust really quickly. And now every time you get on TikTok, instead of mindlessly scrolling, you can be scrolling with a purpose and looking for videos that are getting big views. And then you can go in, you can check them out and say, hey, you know what? This is an idea that I should probably use. Which leads me to my third tip for content research. Like, I'm always looking for outliers. I call these gateway videos because these are videos that are a gateway to me getting big views. If I see somebody else is normally getting 1,000 views, 2,000 views, but then they have these videos that are getting 10,000, 30,000, 100,000 views, that is a good sign that that content's working on TikTok. And if I go make my own version of it, there's a high chance that I'm gonna be able to get high views as well. And so I'm constantly looking for those outliers, both when I'm looking at these creators that I followed and inside of the For You page. And that's where I wanna draw most of my inspiration for my ideas from. Now, I do wanna say that just because somebody went viral with a video and then you made your own does not mean that you're guaranteed to go viral. I don't know why people think that. All it's doing is it's increasing your chances because you're making a video on a proven concept, on something people are actually interested in. So if it doesn't work, it's okay, like that happens. But what's happening is you're learning, you're developing this skill, you're starting to understand what works and what doesn't work, and it's gonna make you a better creator long-term. Now, level 3 is all about improving your hooks. And if you take what I'm about to share here, you will instantly improve your views. You've probably made some really great videos that didn't get a lot of views because you just didn't package them correctly. And video packaging is really important because in order to get somebody to watch your video, you first have to get them to stop scrolling. This is something that most creators don't do a very good job of. They either don't have a very good verbal hook at the beginning of their video that's touching on the viewer's pain point or problem, or they're not creating curiosity to get someone to keep watching. The other thing is that most creators aren't using a visual hook, which is probably more important than that verbal hook to begin with. Because something as simple as putting text on the screen, which is what I mean by that visual hook, is gonna help people that are just like mindlessly scrolling to go, oh wait, that's a video that I'm interested in watching. So no matter what type of creator you are, it doesn't matter what niche you're in, this is something that you should be doing. You should be using that headline, putting text at the top of the video in order to hook your viewers. Then you'll have more people that stop scrolling and actually hear that verbal hook, which means more people are watching your video, which means more watch time, which means you're getting bigger views. So this video packaging is an easy way to increase your views, and it can be your competitive advantage against all of the other creators in your space. Now, in order to get to level 4, we need to niche up in order to increase the view potential of our videos. So what does that mean? Not all videos are created equally because some videos are going to appeal to a much greater number of people than other videos are. Let me give you an example. I've sold a lot of digital products over the last 10 years, and one of my courses on its own has actually sold millions. I've also helped a ton of digital product creators to scale their businesses using the same strategies that I've used in my own. So there are a lot of things that I can teach on the topic of digital products. For example, I could make a video sharing the exact email strategy that I've used on multiple occasions to do 6-figure launches. Now, that video is going to be super valuable, but it's only going to be relevant to a smaller number of people that already have an online course and are doing email marketing and want to learn how to do a big launch like that. On the other hand, I could make a video about creating an online course and go through planning it, recording it, the tech, making your first sales, the works. That video is going to appeal to anybody that doesn't have an online course yet, but they're interested in creating one. And that's going to be a much bigger audience, and therefore that second video idea has a bigger view potential than the first idea I mentioned. Now, I could niche up even further by making a video about how I made $1 million my first year selling a $250 course. That video is going to be interesting to anybody that wants to make money online because they might be intrigued about like, oh, online courses, maybe I could do that. But it's also relevant to that group from the second video that doesn't have a course yet but knows they want to make one, and to that first group that already has an online course and just wants to make more money with it. So that's big view potential in this third video idea because I niched up so significantly, has a much higher chance of going viral than the other videos do. Now, the reality is that all 3 of those videos would be great ones for me to make in the digital products niche because they are going to help all kinds of different people that are on different stages in their journey of creating and selling digital products. But this also illustrates how you can break out of that 200 view jail just by making sure that you have videos that appeal to a larger audience and have that higher view potential. A lot of creators make this very niche content or the very advanced content like me talking about how to do those email launches, and that's why they get stuck with low views. By niching up with some of our content, we're able to reach a much bigger audience, and then they're gonna check out your profile and they're gonna actually binge those more niche videos. Now, at this point, you've reached level 4 as a creator. You should be making much better content. You should be getting way more views. But in order to really push it over the edge and reach level 5, we have to start recycling content. One of the craziest things that I see when I audit y'all's accounts is that you will have posted a ton of videos and you'll have one video that got like 10,000 views. And then that creator never posts on that topic or around that same idea ever again. This always just blows my mind, and it's a huge mistake. The most successful creators on TikTok all have 2 to 3 formats or ideas that always work. And they make those videos over and over and over again in order to continue getting discovered and bringing in new people to their account. So one of the best things that you can do to get views and to grow is to recycle and reuse all of your best content. That doesn't mean that you repost them without the watermark. You can't do that anymore. But what you can do is you can just remake the exact same video. You just re-record it. Because if it worked once, then that means people liked it and it's probably gonna work again. You can also create a video on a similar or related topic, or you can reuse that hook in a new video. But when you strike gold, keep doing it. Keep posting those same kinds of videos. Don't go off and start doing something else. One of the great things about TikTok is that 99% of your views come from totally new people that don't know who you are on the FYP. So you don't have to worry about burning out an idea or a topic with your audience because totally new people are gonna see it every single time you post. So what I want you to do is every 2 weeks, every month, I want you to look at your analytics and find your 3 to 5 best videos. And then I want you to schedule those into your content calendar for the next 30 days. This is gonna take away some of that stress of constantly coming up with new ideas, and it's gonna guarantee that you have some sure thing content ready to go. Then once you're getting some good views, the next step is to get that first 1,000 followers and unlock that link in your bio. So I want you to watch this video next. That way you have my step-by-step roadmap to getting your first 1,000 followers so you can reach that milestone as quickly as possible.